Alright, let's see if this is better. Okay. Seems like it should be okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's my phone or if it's my. Yeah, it seems like it's buffering a lot. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to see if it will be okay. Okay. Alright, let's find this bucket. Because I think it's okay for now. Don't look at that. But yeah, was there a specific spot I'm supposed to pick this bucket up? If it's in the room, then yeah, we kind of fucked up. Because I don't see it in there. Oh, there it is. Okay, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay. Bucket gang. Whoa! Can we not? Alright. The doors aren't closing on me now. Every ending is different with the bucket. What?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, so are we going in order then of what we did? Well,
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps
I love how he
his
mentions the.
office was where
Okay.
he'd find answers.
Wait. Can we get this?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you?
Yes!
The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Damn.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. This is how low the broom closet is sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket. Stanley,
My bucket.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Damn.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never.
I'd never.
Stanley, lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You're stupid,
Expand
you're
on the wide
dumb, you're
variety of
ugly, your breast
experiences
stinks.
you and the bucket have shared
Yeah,
together.
weak-ass
Go through
kneecaps.
each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Stupid, dumb, ugly face. Your breath stinks. You have no tools. And you know what I'm saying?
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's
Hell
settled.
yeah!
No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah.
With all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah. Property of Stanley. Can you read that?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works
Bucket
because
gang.
the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
And
There really
that's
is a
indeed a
wide
bucket.
variety of applications for this sticker.
Is that it? More sticker?
You know what?
Oh!
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Yeah, stupid.
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh, he gone? Oh, he gone! Yo, my guy left because the fucking broom closet hating on him. Hating. Now we got 2 stickers out of it. But cool. Shit. What did you do, broom closet? Fucking up. Stupid ass broom closet. I love it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and
Wait,
the bucket
isn't
walked
this
upstairs
one-
to the boss's office.
Wait, let's do this one. Fuck it. We go crazy with the bucket. Oh! Remember, we gotta find these, remember?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well
I'll take
done.
it, bro.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay, we gotta remember where to find all those. We got 2 so far.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close.
Bucket,
yet
turn
felt
on
none
me!
of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
This isn't my bucket.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No!
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
How can I
Surely
do
no
such a
good would come
thing?
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
Is he
hallucinations
gonna do it
Stanley might
backwards?
experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. Indeed.
Oh, I fucked
Now
up.
he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Oh no!
Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious.
Oh, we're floating!
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
No, my
Where is
bucket!
it? I must find it. Far off in the
No!
distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
My bucket, yo!
He rushed forward from room to room.
Bucket!
He had to find the bucket. He had to
He has
return to his old
stickers on
friend.
it. Have you
It was
seen
the only
him?
way to truly
Have you
restore
seen
his
him?
sanity. And then
My
suddenly,
bucket. My
he was dead in
bucket.
his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Am I the
It's
bucket?
incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
I died. Am I the bucket? Was
This
I
is
the
a story
bucket?
of
Oh
a
my!
woman named Mariella.
Oh my God! It's gonna be me lying on the ground with the bucket.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But
Oh!
on this particular day,
Where's
her
his...
walk
Oh,
was
he...
interrupted
Yeah.
by the
He
body of a
could...
man who had stumbled through town, talking and
We couldn't
screaming
find
to
his
himself,
bucket.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Yes,
Right
I
away,
so.
she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving
That's
about
what
a
he
narrator
gets.
describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Marietta thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. Of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way
Meanwhile,
to
it's a
work.
that backflip to work. What? I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. I was eating, but fuck, man. My life is awesome. That backflip to work. Hell yeah. After just seeing a dead ass dude on the street. That's fucking great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I got my stickers.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay. You gotta remember, one of those that's an ending where you click all those buttons and get transferred somewhere.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, we're gonna do the regular run. What? What? Okay, produce what? Minimum 3 courses remains from the warehouse floor. They actually tell. Oh my god, let me see. Hold on, wait. Large room, lots of boxes. So that's the room with all the boxes where the elevator is. Somewhere were both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. So the bathroom for the president or whatever. Is this some? Who are you? 666 lol. Lies. What makes them float in the air? Who took the pictures of them? How can he tell if you spotted one? Oh my god. Red room. Okay. Red room. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Good luck. Thanks. Oh my god. They even drew a fucking diorama. Wait, does the broom closet have anything else to say?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Liar!
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
I'll do it.
Alas, no stickers.
Don't you dare say... We're gonna stay in here until you give me another sticker. Bastard. I have all day. Getting kind of bored. Damn, he meant that shit? He actually meant that? You bitch. Well, fuck you.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And the bucket. Okay, in here. Yeah!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What
Oh
about
my god.
mini stands?
That's
Stanley
tight.
figs. Or
No, it's mini
what
stands.
about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like
No!
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Well, I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So, that lady's purse. Oh, whatever. Anything in here? Wait, will the song change if I have a bucket? I'm trying to listen. I don't think so. Nope. I'm doing good, MVG, just chilling in the elevator. How about you, bro?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of anything.
I'm stunned.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light cast the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
8.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
I've been pressing it, though.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Two, 8, 4, 5.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 28. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The
Was
bucket?
the bucket guiding him?
The bucket's a nowhere.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
And they open that shit quick. Oh!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Figlies!
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Scary. All right. Bum ba da da bum.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be
I wonder,
right.
does
The bucket is here for you,
the
Stanley.
chair ending
Everything will be fine.
have a bucket ending?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
This one. Like, does the song change at all?
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which simply cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
What?
It really wasn't so bad.
What?
After some time had gone by,
Oh
they
my
installed a
God.
few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
Yo.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn
Not my
and
home.
neglected the cleaning.
No!
It unsettled the bucket deeply.
My home!
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I
Don't
need to
cut
do what the
before I have my
narrator says.
sequel.
I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to
Damn,
get
bro,
its
they
life
really
down
put a
here
whole
as
ass ending right
comfortably
here.
as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept
This
the
game
reality
is
of
crazy,
things,
dog.
maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
that was the ending. That kind of stuff kind of seemed kind of grim. Jesus. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Does the game have him? It basically does.
Stanley touched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, now we're gonna go. Okay, what else do we have to go? Somewhere. Where is that blue and red room? I'm not sure if Jay's in chat. We can head there. Where the boxes are. But where's the? How do we get that blue and red ending?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Oh, he meant
but
that?
alas, no stickers.
Oh, what a punk.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm surprised I remember that number. Wait, does the bucket have an elevator ending? Loading, 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 loading.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's through the right door. But we'll get the regular ending. Thank you, Nightbot. Very cool.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
With the buckets?
The bucket had never seen anything like this.
The bucket!
It very nearly burst into tears. Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's okay, bucket. We're fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Feeble mind.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Not the bucket! Anything but the bucket!
In the entire world. At this
he
point,
wouldn't do that to us.
Trust no
Yo, what up, James? How's it going, bro?
The bucket.
Football as well.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I love it. High-fived in a really cool way. And... we won, I think. With the bucket, I think.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Did we do it?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
That shit.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. So it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Hell yeah.
With one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
No!
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
No,
was Stanley and the bucket
ending.
not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
No.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
No.
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No.
He lets not depart with the
No.
bucket. No.
No.
Stanley can't leave this place.
I can't
not
leave
while
this
he
place.
has such a precious bucket in his arms.
This is my
Not
bucket.
while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
Damn.
But at least he has the bucket.
I have the bucket.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to
Sure,
himself.
why not?
As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
I don't know about that,
Stanley
Stanley.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh. Well, GG, shake my hand. Well, alright. We just sat in darkness. Okay. Okay. That was an ending.
All of his code was gone. What could it mean?
It must
Stanley
go
decided
nowhere
to go to the meeting
now.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Alright, we're gonna go to the box area. Yo, where was that blue and
Stanley
red
clutched
door
the
room?
bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the air is better than the meeting room. Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes.
Oh,
perhaps
okay,
it
hold on. I was
was.
gonna get this
How
figurine
insightful the
at
bucket
in this
turned out
box
to be.
place, wherever it was.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nah.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, there's an actual thing here, so you can get, I guess, an ending. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Where do they have that Stanley doll though? Oh no. Oh, it's over there. I see it.
You're getting close now,
Yeah.
Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and
For no
Marines.
reason.
Very soon,
The hell
you'll
yeah.
collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we
Alright.
used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None
my
of us
God.
can.
Geronimo!
Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket,
Oh my God.
his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh, fuck! That was dark as hell. Yo. Jesus. My guy just said, you're fucked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Get
to
the
meeting room. Perhaps he
bucket
had simply missed the memo.
and go out the window. Meeting today, Figurines Finders Committee. Oh my God.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again.
There's
not
also
truly
the
alone.
one
Not with the bucket around.
where you. Oh, okay, that one too. Okay, let's do this jumping out the window one. Where was it? It was here, wasn't it?
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Okay. Fake ass window.
Whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay,
Damn.
if only it had been
Going
stronger,
through it?
of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception.
Evil
This
bucket?
was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're
my
a
God.
bucket.
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in
What
his
the
machinations as
fuck?
payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You... This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As
The
Stanley
music,
screamed
bro.
and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming
His
into a mighty
true
beast of
form!
untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh my... Stanley the bucket scrapped?
Stanley, you
No!
did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12
How
emblems of
could I?
sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
How
I'm
could I?
speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket,
No.
nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
I killed my bucket. Somehow bleeding. My guy is leaking, bro. The stuff is supposed to keep in actually came out. Sad.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Okay, so what are we going for now?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
Can
to
definitely
be.
tell they made a lot new and very silly. There is the skip button. One is, oh my god, that one
And
is
here
probably
it
one of the
was.
best
Had
endings
bucket
out of
turned
the
out
game.
to be correct? Was this better than the
Top
meeting
5
room?
most definitely.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to
This
him, and
obvious
he
fact.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
What?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Dark
Stanley
room.
once again obeyed blindly.
Oh. Oh. Oh!
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take
and
us
there's
back
two
home,
endings
where
here.
we can go about life together.
Alright. Fuck you, bucket!
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking.
Oh,
Obviously,
it's
the
my
bucket
fault?
isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness.
I
must
broke
have really
it.
bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Oh, comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh my god.
It's sitting right here.
Oh
Let's take a
no!
look.
What are we watching? Oh.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic
No!
timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Oh my god.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them
better
in
stop.
a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
Stop.
with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Oh my god.
To begin the joke,
76
start
degrees.
by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including
God.
the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh.
Oh my god.
And then, spell out your name a second time. With these
What?
steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
What?
When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by
Damn,
declaring in your
I've been being
loudest
funny
possible
wrong
voice,
this whole time.
I'm
That's crazy.
Dunny with the funny. Let's practice
Stupid.
screaming, I'm Dunny with the funny.
I'm
now.
Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny. Dunny.
Good.
Okay.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management,
Hell yeah, I made
which
him
is
laugh.
the cornerstone
It
of
works.
good comedy.
It actually works.
Finally,
Jesus
it's time to
Christ.
hand out surveys.
Oh.
Collecting hard
Here's
data
your
from
guys'
your
survey.
audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
How did I
An
do on the
effective
joke?
survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
Yeah, make sure you guys
And
don't
that's
fill
all
in
there
random
is.
answers. I don't like
With
that.
these strategies at your disposal,
Tell
you'll
me.
have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
So now
Just
thank you,
remember to
thank you.
let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
That's why I do that.
After all,
It was too
we're
funny.
each of us needed on the front lines
Johnny
of
with
the
the
war
funny,
to fight
yeah?
the 12-legged invader who threaten our very
What?
existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children
What?
after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Danny
So
with
with
the
that
funny.
in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors
Oh, God.
and walk through all of this again. So
Oh,
I
no.
can try telling my story
No.
with more appropriate comedic
Don't
delivery.
do it.
Come along, let's head back.
Oh, he wants me to head. Oh, are we going back to the fucking elevator? Oh my god.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
All right, yeah, you guys are the judge of him.
You'll say, how ridiculous, how absurd, what a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
That one, the bucket smoked. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, they want me to go all... Yeah, no, it's like the last time. They want you to go all the way back to the fucking office. No. God. Fuck. All because I didn't think he was that funny. Where's my bucket sticker? How do I know this is a bucket without the bucket sticker? You motherfuckers. Took my bucket sticker.
Here we go.
Alright.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. Oh, God.
What? We're back at the phone already. No, what's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point.
Build-up?
A
Never heard of
dramatic
it.
display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing.
Oh, he's going through it.
Telling, well, I think I need
no.
watch that instructional video again.
I don't want to.
Surely that will help me improve
No.
my...
No!
Here we go. You
Okay.
ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already. No.
Oh, left, okay.
Here we go. You ready?
He's
When
just gonna
Stanley
keep
and the
reciting
bucket
me.
came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video?
Just
I think
what?
this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
He better
Yes.
stop.
Let me
No.
try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are.
That's so stupid.
No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame?
Yeah, he was mad sad the last
What's the
time.
word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so mental. I think I saw
You
it
better
playing
stop.
guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
No, you
That's what
don't.
will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Oh. Okay, this time we're picking up the phone. Pick up the phone, baby. I know you're home, baby.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
So where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley
we're going to the left.
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We don't do that.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Yeah, good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Skirt.
Now pick up the phone.
Hello? New phone, who's this?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Uh-oh. Adventure awaits. I played the demo. Microtron facility. Wish you were here. A freedom ending. What the hell? Do you like jazz music? I don't know. What? Am I oh, bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press any button to take me to work with you. X.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Are we looking for a bucket? Press any button to take me home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
What the hell's going on, bro? Press any button to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
I don't know. I don't believe you, bro. Don't listen to the loud man. Press any button for us to go back home. Oh.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful
He's talking
bucket.
to me.
This stupid
He's
hunk
talking
of
to
metal.
you. Press any button to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Holy shit. Whoa!
Sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Oh.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Oh. You can him and the bucket are gonna be beefing. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press any button to take me home. Yeah, he's the one that gave us the bucket.
I'm trying to say. Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
The hell?
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room
Is the
to
bucket
another.
watching TV?
Bucket? It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Damn, I got going through it. Press any button to take, to go home and go to work, to go home, to go to work, to go home, to go to work, to go home, to go home. Oh.
I'm having feelings. The bucket.
No.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Is it the bucket in the bed? The bucket's in the bed. The bucket's in the bed, yo. Who's there? Who the hell? Who's in my house? Is here the bucket? You're fucking lying to me. Who's that glass of water, boy? Why are you lying to me?
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket,
This is
Stanley.
my
I need
bucket.
it. Give it to me now. Give it
No. Oh. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. So is the bucket in control of both of us? And the bucket. The bucket, the bucket, the bucket, the bucket, the bucket, the bucket. The bucket is taking over, dog. It's like that the SpongeBob movie. Where plankton takes over fucking people's brains with buckets and shit. The chum buckets. Where's my bucket? Bucket!
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
What does that mean?
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
A bucket of culture, hell yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We could take the door on the left, next to the warehouse room, and go down the elevator. Wait, go through this left door? My bad, I'm a little dumb. 1 second. Yeah, go down this door. The one next to warehouse, so this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt
wherever the bucket
calling
goes,
to
I
him,
follow.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I'm trying to see if it looked like something was in there.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
So that
Never
one.
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Juke! Whoa.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place.
Oh! What the fuck? Bucket help?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
We're having
We've
an
come together
AA
here because
meeting.
we care about you very much.
Oh my
It's
god.
this bucket you're
It's
carrying around
burning
everywhere.
Boobo.
The bucket isn't
It's
even from the original
that,
Stanley Parable.
my
It's just
computer,
sequel
my
content.
sharpener,
We're the ones that matter, Stanley.
my
Classic
broom
characters
closet.
from the first game, like the Adventure Line
Oh
and
my
the Broom
God.
Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story
my
involving
bucket.
the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line
Oh
go
yeah,
somewhere
the
new.
Adventure Line is
Yes,
fucking
that's what the
trademarked. I
fans
forgot.
want. Let's do it.
No. Nice. Safe broom closet. The booba. The fireplace.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Hurrah!
and it needs
Asset
some
map
silly music
2
as well.
engine import. Oh my god. This is so
Now,
stupid.
this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Whoa, what?
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
My brain hurts, buckets. Same. What the fuck?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud
No.
to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No. No. Chair,
I think
help.
it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
Chair, no.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to
No.
me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely
It
you don't need me to
destroys
spell it out
buckets?
for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
No.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. I would never. I'll end
Now,
it
listen to
myself
me.
before I end
It's
it.
crucial that you give it the bucket.
No.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
No.
Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular
No.
personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with
Oh.
only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Uh-oh.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really
It doesn't
like 10
sound safe.
personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now.
No.
You have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it for the fans, Stanley.
Fuck
Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
My bucket. Dead. Am I in heaven?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about
We
you.
saved the
All of
bucket.
it's squandered now.
But everybody else suffered.
Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Oh my god. Is there an ending where I throw the fucking bucket in there? Oh, what the fuck? Where are we? Here's my bucket.
The embrace of an old friend. A
we're
weathered
just here?
companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What else do blah blah blah? I'm trying to think what's another ending. Oh, we can go in this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Nope.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
this
else.
right here.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No. I'm Benton. We're playing Among Us. Good nanny. What is this? Oh, this time you won't be able to see it? Because they blocked it, okay. I was wondering, I was like, damn. I wonder if there's an ending with the box. Oh yeah, we don't got jumped. We don't got jumped. What?
Okay, this is day number 295.
What the fuck?
Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Fuck?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
What the fuck? My guy.
Doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Jesus.
I can monetize it. Yes.
I wish I could do
It's
that.
unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Uh-oh. Run, bro! Wait, is there actual lore about that Gombarada? What the fuck? Cause Remember when we jumped out the window, the bucket or the narrator was talking about that fucking Jumperata? Whatever the fuck? Lore? This is lore? Bucket lore? That's deep. That's deep, bro. We got bucket lore?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, so which way are we going now? Now that we have bucket lore. We still gotta find that last Stanley Parable figure. Whatever they called it. The Stanley, I can't remember what he called it. Go left, okay. See, we need somewhere both blue or red and blue. Not even there.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, the fuck? I want to see if this says anything different. To be rich. Oh, okay. No, we've seen that one. There's an escape ending and not going into the facility. Escape room from laying the doors closed and going up and down the elevator. Entering the... Hold on, there it is. Facility, the escape room from laying the doors closed. Which power on. So am I supposed to do this trick or whatever it's called? Or am I supposed to do that somewhere else? Oh, okay, no, I think I know what you mean. Doing this, well, after this, we're gonna do the fake door trick and then go to the elevator. Right here? Is that what you mean? My bad, I'm a little confused. When we just fuck with the elevator?
Stepping into the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket
knows all?
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I don't know, we might have enough for one more stream next time. Maybe even if it's a short one. Because I think there's a couple endings unless we're already almost got them all.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door.
Oh, the elevator.
Mind control facility.
This one.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. bucket said nothing.
Wait, so do we actually go back past the 3? Alright.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and... Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Alright. Well, let's press number 3 a couple times then. Alright.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Uh-oh. The beef between Bucket and Stanley, man. Okay.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
I think so. I think we should, show some more love to that 3. And show them why.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
The bucket hating. That's all I gotta say. The bucket's a mad hater.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you.
Watch, I'll do it nice
He ran
and
to
slow.
the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Oh, you didn't like the 3s? What about this one? Damn. Sadness has overcame. Fucking hate.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Damn, who knew the bucket could be such a hater, bro? Now I'm gonna show him. Yeah, my bucket's not a hater. I don't know what's wrong with this bucket.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there.
Yeah, my
that he would
bucket ain't a
hold
hater,
press
bro. I don't know what's
where
wrong with
he
this
would
bucket.
speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him.
Wait!
And
Yo!
what
Yo!
he
Yo!
felt
Yo! Yo! Yo!
so-
There's somebody down there! There's somebody down there! Look down the where the truck was parked. There was a person right there. Y'all seen that, right? What the fuck? Nah.
Live and present.
Yo.
Then the bucket would be able to see his
Yo,
joy
there
through
was
the
someone
eyes of others.
vibing next to the
It would get to
truck.
see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Whoa. Nah, bro. That was wild. Nah.
For months, he
I wonder if
advertised
he's
and marketed
always
his
been
press
there.
conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
That got me fucked up. Because there's no one else in this fucking game supposedly besides you. To the stage, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Up again, down again. Nah, imagine that shit just started chasing me, dog. Remember 427. I wonder
There was
what.
no
Oh.
one here.
No!
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means
No.
to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
No.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding.
Oh, look out,
The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Oh my god. Whoa! There was some writing there. Don't know if that was a glitch or... What? Do I answer it? What the fuck? Hold on, what?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Sure. Okay. We don't got a bucket no more?
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Oh, it's right there.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket.
Okay. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Man, I kind of want to go down that elevator again to see if
was simply the place to be.
That dude's standing there. That's a
Had
trip.
the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course.
Wait!
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh. Fuck! I thought I could jump off from right there. Fuck. Okay. Deserved.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand
Oh,
this
the
much
bumpscosity! I forgot about that. What does it do? What does it even do? I forgot about that shit.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
It doesn't actually do. Oh my God. Is there? Hold on. Oh, how come there's no 69?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
Oh, okay, let's do that one then.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back.
Yeah, so I think there might be a little bit more to do.
No,
said the bucket.
At least another
don't go
like
to the
hour
meeting
or
room.
so.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices?
Oh,
It's
no.
true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Alright, we're gonna go off our diving board right here. Geronimo!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Bitch. Oh!
All of his co-workers were gone. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Protective, yet delicate. Assertive, yet...
Yeah, last time he wanted you to do that shit, bro. What the fuck? Oh. All these are blocked, right?
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch. But it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Oh. Yeah! Y'all done fucked up and gave me this fucking route again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
now my
to
bucket
him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Barking bucket, bro. Let's get it.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to... Good.
Oh, it's echoing.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The acoustic. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past
No!
this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
It has a
I
sticker
suppose
on it.
that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Oh no.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Uh-oh.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Sure, why not? Oh my god. Ah!
Now then,
Is this
I'm
a
going to run
bucket?
you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Oh my god.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
No!
It is a hologram of a bucket, not
How
an
the
actual
fuck?
bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual
Nah,
bucket.
I'm leaving.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Oh, this one has to be yes, right?
Correct.
Yes! Get back there.
Item 4.
Yes!
Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket. That's most definitely a bucket. It's not a bucket.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
I hate him.
Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Ooh, I should have just hit the red button.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
What?
This is a bucket.
It's a fucking lie. According to my research, there are only 2, 3, and
Item
nothing
6.
care. Oh,
Is this
okay.
a bucket?
Do you have an idea, or what should we play next time? Oh, well, when is the second?
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
The tractor's a man disrespecting me, because if
Item. Wait, hold
before
on. I
next
can't find
Tuesday,
the
we
next
can.
one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
None.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not
And
true.
when is the
Is
second?
that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Sure, everything's a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Yep.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions.
The second
with
is
confidence.
next Thursday.
Yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
Buckety!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every
I
single
knew
thing in
it!
the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Mind control facility. Going to. Okay, tend to power. Okay. But yeah, what should we do next Tuesday?
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Ah, Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
So we're doing regular.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, we gotta find Jay. Where is this one at? Number 4. We got it somewhere where both blue and red, and the only place I can think about is the room with the red and the blue door. You know, after that, then we can, you know. Oh, Detroit, you're right. We gotta finish. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Hell yeah. Yeah, we could do
Coming
that.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
In the area he just went, but to before it went. Okay, we'll do that one after this one. Or
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm pretty sure there's like a shit ton of achievements we haven't done in Detroit. I don't know. The last time we played, we did a couple. I'm pretty sure we got. We did some different shit. I'm pretty sure we got something. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs, assuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No,
Had
not
the bucket
Buckety.
been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket of bucket, bucket of fuck.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of this past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
What?
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What? What?
Birds. Silly birds.
The bird ending?
The control buttons.
I think you should save that red blue one for the last, since you'll need to restart, because you already did the two endings there. Oh, okay. What?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
What?
And then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Yeah, that's the
Of all the
one.
possible
He
paths
just
his
blows
life
up
could have
everything.
taken,
This one is just birds.
This one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Burb. 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 Alright.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Okay, so now which one are we doing?
Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
Mind control facility with the bucket. And how do we escape?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh. Sticker.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What does it say now? I got a feeling, smiling for the stealing. Anyways. Okay, so how do we get this one? You said we do this whole shenanigan and then go to elevator? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
What? Violent?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Can't do it, bro. Not on duty. Not on duty.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to hell, boys! Then we wake up in that compactor. Ah! We are! Fucking hell! Fucking hell!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
He said, fuck this bucket.
It puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Ah!
This is what Stanley thought to himself. And he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No! No!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Whoa! Bucket. The Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way.
Yeah,
but this one's
yeah, we got a new voice narrator.
It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Sure. Ow, my eyes. The bucket. Welcome welcomes you to the exhibit. We are standing on an alley, much like a bucket. You guys can pause and read that. I'll stay there for a couple more seconds. Alright.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket
that's hella
like
buckets.
this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Disrespectful. 25 buckets. 2,500 minutes. A bucket with 2 handles. Hell yeah. Inferno bucket. They tried mixing them, but you can definitely tell that the main narrator and female are a little bit older and newer lines. Yeah, they sound a little bit different. Like you could tell, but you could tell that it's still them. What? Bucket cave dancing?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Yeah, they transformed the whole museum into a bucket museum. The hanging of the bucket. What the fuck? That's dark. The necessary relationship between bucket and humanity, however, God's black and man, I'm running. Always wait. What, am I falling in the hole? Ah, oh.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
No!
We can save the...
Hold on. Anyways, once you leave, the last one you gotta do before you get in the last figurine is going to office, but letting the door close before you get in.
The world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements. If only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
No! I died. Anyways, once you leave the last it's going into the office, but lay the door closed before you get in. Hold on, so how? Right, brother.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never...
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait, so with this door we do that whole walk back? Or do you mean that door over there? Okay, this one. So we do that whole thing we did last time? Right?
Stepping in.
Oh. Did I do it right? Okay, head back now? Okay. There's still no sound here. Oh? Look out below! Oh? You are now leaving. Oh, well, thanks. What? What if I see that man that was just standing there menacingly? A little careful on the wall explains why you couldn't go in the OG version because the escape cutscene couldn't play without the narrator with you. Oh my god. Hold on, what walls though? Is there little writings on the wall? Oh, okay. Where's my narrator? I'm scared. Oh, this it right here? Oh, yeah, it's, you can see it. The narrator, blank, 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 present in order. Some. Damn, that's tight. That's a hell of an Easter egg, though. What the fuck? No! 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 Not Buckety for letting him win. Buckety! No! Don't do it! Don't! Buckety! He's gonna live for all of us. I just know it. I just know it. Buckety. I hope he lives a better life than he once had.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
deep.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's real! No! Don't! It's real! No! What do you mean? No! They took my buckety! Bro! No! They did me dirty, bro! Damn. Damn. What the fuck? What? Hello? Jesus? Thanks.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so after all that sadness, we go back through here, right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Did he just call the break room mid?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on
He
his left.
said it was okay. Like, it was the most middest fucking place he's ever been.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
But the bucket!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
That's crazy. Wait, do we still... Oh yeah, we still have
I
the
realize
sequel.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing
Bro,
but you
my dude
all
Buckety.
this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
No!
In his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Fuck!
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Fuck!
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Fuck! No! I missed that fucking ledge hella hard, bro.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
No.
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it
Replacement
was.
Buckety! Yo! Yes! You stay there now, buddy. We'll be back for you. Maybe. I guess what to do first. That's funny.
When Stanley came to a set
They
of two
knew
open
that
doors,
would be
this
sad
was
with
not
no
the correct
bucketing.
way to the meeting room, and
They
Stanley
knew
it perfectly
the
well.
mad lads.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
The most
But
middest
eager
room
to
ever.
get back to business, Stanley took the
Moonwalk.
first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really?
Oh, imagine I missed. I thought that little slow down is meant that I missed.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Wait, do I go in here?
Now
here we
listen
go.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked
Yes!
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Oh, for nothing,
this
guys.
is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I hate him. Okay, now restart the game. Begin the game again? Right? Hold on, I gotta take these noties off my phone. Alright. Let's see what this man has done to me. Let's see what the madman has done to me. I still haven't got that trophy though, by the way. For replace this trophy or thing, whatever the hell. Is this have to do with that? He's not saying things. Things are not being... What the fuck?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just...
What?
It's those figurines. Those figures.
What?
I had to stop thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Sure.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
What? Okay. Oh my god. When Stanley found the collectibles. Now remembering. Hell yeah. The memory zone. I'm surprised it's not like figurines just hidden out all over the place.
Here's where it all
Oh, it's
began.
this one, I
The
forgot!
first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Do I grab it? Huh? Okay.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Whoa.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini stand? Can you remember?
The bathroom.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the 3rd one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything.
I don't know about all that, bro. You're wrong motherfucker, bro. I forget everything.
Let's
2nd,
see.
3rd, 4th,
What came
5th.
next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we
well,
didn't.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
What happened? I wonder if we don't get it. Yeah, see?
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh my god, hold on, wait until I get there. Windows Movie Maker! Yo! No! My guy hit me with the Windows Movie Maker. Yo, the fucking mouse is still in the middle of the screen. Nah. Oh, man. Nah, that's straight up Windows Movie Maker. That's crazy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Wait, so do I actually go back and... Are you sure we go grab it? Oh, we can't now. Ooh. Uh-oh, we broke the game.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Last one?
Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought...
Or is that the way we had to have gotten
Except
them?
for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Does that say ooh? What? Nah, they could have gone and picked an... Ah, okay.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Huh?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
What?
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Huh?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going.
Wait, is it because I missed the pink one? Is it really? Is it really because I missed the pink one? They're making me redo this?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Speedrun!
Yes, I love that video.
Is it because I missed this pink one? I wonder. Because we never picked up a pink one.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I'll take it, sure.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Huh. Oh, wrong way.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
The one under here.
The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
The exit? What? Oh, it's this room. The jump.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Should I use all of them? Yeah, you thought. Alright. Fuck it. Last one! No! I'm out of jumps, dog.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Oh. 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 Oh.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Home?
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, the intro?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need memory zone. How about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That was actually, I don't know, that was kind of cute. That was adorable. Oh, like that actually felt like an ending for some reason. That one did. Did we go back? Oh. Oh, so go to the main menu? Okay. Am I waiting for something? I still at least wanna try to get that last trophy. I'm not sure how the hell we still haven't got it. Test trophy. Basically, you need to go to the new content door and press the machine in there, and then you'll get the trophy. Okay. Okay. Was I supposed to have something on the main menu, though?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. Okay, cool. New content door. Wasn't this the new content door? Okay. Go to the museum and open it. So, go to the mind control area. Then escape.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Skirt.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
You're so close to there now.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
No, don't do it.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This man making me wait again.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I gotta say though, I think one of my favorite endings still is that button ending. With this fucking time just skips to the narrative freaking just dies.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Then escape and then leave immediately. Wait. Like that how I just did? My bad, I'm literally blanking on how this shit happens. Oh, down this way. Okay, cool.
Nope. Still on board with death?
The way he said with death?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Because the other 3 trophies for this game is have it running for the entirety of Tuesday, and the 10-year one, and I think something else I can't remember.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Just
Stanley
leave to exit immediately.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
So I can turn
Perhaps
back?
His death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
Yeah, the
to his
10-year one,
briefly
yeah, I can do that.
Farewell, Stanley.
For the entirety of Tuesday is something, I don't know, a little built different. I don't know how I can shoot that one. I'm pretty
Farewell,
sure.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Okay, we just have to head to the exit now, right?
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's morbid. I've been dead from the very start, dog. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So did I just hit her with the off button? Hit her with that night and go to sleep, lights out? Or was there somewhere else, another exit? Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way
Turn
to
off
beat
your
this
PlayStation.
game. As long as you move forward,
okay, I'll do it.
Someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
No, didn't I press a button or something? I think that's what happened. I ended up getting another ending while trying to get this ending, if I'm not mistaken.